Greetings everyone. Welcome to Wealth Creation Investing, and this is our training video. And in today's session we're going to be talking of huge significance, a topic on the Forex markets, possible news drivers this week, and how that will affect the markets. As I put up this disclaimer, if you've never read our disclaimer before, we ask that you please stop this video at this time and read the disclaimer. We have it all over our website. And as I leave the disclaimer up and I go to the gears, I want to share with everyone that this is an analogy of multiple time frames in the Forex markets. Now, there's some of you that don't have time, that do not want to learn how to trade full time, and we have a program for you at Wealth Creation Investing, whether you only have an hour a day in the markets or whether you want to become a full-time trader. Those of you that's wanting to become a full-time trader, I start each and every day with the daily chart, and I take a look at the daily chart, going to the weekly and monthly, and looking for 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3 channels that I've developed in my mathematical statistical analysis concepts, my probability factors that have withstood the test of time, and many clients are using these numbers to enhance growth in the Forex markets in any type of market conditions. As they're having growth, each and every one of these students are having light bulb moments. Now, if you've been or have lost money or have been in debt since 2007 because of the real estate crash, the debt bubble, the recession, then it's time that you take back full responsibility for your actions. Our topic for today is Forex news drivers. The last few months, ladies and gentlemen, the first week of the Forex trading week has seen massive moves due to developments in Greece, Cyprus, and the ECB area, along with the Bank of Japan, the new governor Kuroda, changing the landscape of the yen with massive stimulus program. We're talking about 1.7 trillion amount of yen committed to their quantitative easing. So the question is, will that trend continue with possible news drivers this week? Well, let's review those news drivers and possible outcomes, shall we? First and foremost, we start here Wednesday morning. Forex news drivers, the ADP employment report, a measure of job creation in the private sector of the U.S. economy. Now, based on a new methodology, this is to bring the numbers more in line with an actual non-farm payroll figure on Friday. This is a precursor to non-farm payroll that most traders take a look at. So, job creation in the U.S. private sector is forecast to be less than it was in the previous month, with 145,000 jobs added in April, compared to only 158,000 jobs in March. This will be something that traders will be looking at and trying to decipher if that means that the potential non-farm payroll number for Friday will be reached. We'll be talking more about that momentarily. As we continue our journey, the reason that this is such a huge month is that because of Friday falling here on May the 3rd, we also are having the FOMC Federal Markets Committee on Wednesday, March the 1st. This is our interest rate announcement. So what happens is they talk about the rate announcement, and then we have Bernanke having a conference, news conference afterwards, and this might also jumpstart the markets. Now, recent reports from our labor market and other sectors of the economy have major concerns that the U.S. may be losing momentum. Folks, it is losing momentum. The world's largest economy will be dealing with the impact from the suppression in the months ahead. Will FOMC maintain the current monetary policy course at its May meeting and into 2014? Will the policymakers be likely to reiterate their commitment to open-ended quantitative easing until the unemployment rate falls below 6.5% or inflation exceeds 2.5%? How will quantitative easing and low levels for the federal funds rate continue to weigh on the U.S. dollar? All of these questions and comments are going to be looked at from professional traders this week, gaining some type of knowledge with a confluence of events going into possible forthcoming swing trades. If you are a scalper or day trader, there is no better time to trade than this week because you're going to have volatility. And as Forex traders, we want volatility. Then we go to Thursday. Right after our rate announcement on Wednesday, next week we have the Bank of England. In recent months, we've had the Bank of England and the ECB both on the same day. but the Bank of England will take this week off and come back next week. The ECB rate announcement is going to be huge. They are mired in a recession. They have record high employment of 12+% across the Eurozone. The economy continues to suffer from contraction in manufacturing and service sectors. They are running out of ammunition. It's time to fire another bazooka. The ECB, will they be announcing additional monetary policy easing measures? I think it's coming soon. I've been talking about it for the last few months. And will Thursday be the day? In fact, will Draghi finally cut down to 0.25%? If that happens, the euro will be pushed back into and we have question marks. If you are a current client at Wealth Creation Investing, you will know those numbers. You will have a detailed game plan in advance of what those numbers are. And if the ECB announces LTRO3, or if they reduce the benchmark rate or hints of an impending rate cut is in the near future, the euro is going to go to a certain level. Now, many of you that are trading by the seat of your pants need to have information like this. In fact, we are prepared here at Wealth Creation Investing by giving out ranges. Doesn't matter if the currency pair goes up or down, because currency pairs are always strengthening and weakening. The key is having a game plan as you react in the markets and knowing what to do next. 98.9% of the people in the markets are clueless. It's not their fault. They just haven't been trained. Here at Wealth Creation Investing, we are fully trained. You have a range in effect. We have information of substance that allows you, and we pound you into submission to know what to do on whether a currency pair is strengthening or weakening. Once again, this will be a huge week here on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, we keep the week going right into Friday, the most traded news event in Forex. The U.S. non-farm payrolls and employment situation this Friday morning. Now, following a dismal non-farm report in March, the job creation expected to gain momentum in April. They are forecasting to add 155,000 jobs compared with 88,000 in March, while the unemployment rate stays unchanged at 7.6. If you remember earlier, we were talking about the FOMC wanting unemployment at 6.5. That is not going to be attainable under current market conditions. They're going to have to spur some kind of job creation. One of the ways to accomplish that task in the U.S. is to have an infrastructure to where $1 trillion is put towards rebuilding infrastructure in the United States that would put 20 million people to work in less than 6 months. Now, an upbeat non-farm payroll report should help to dismiss last month's unexpected drop as a one-off event and could give the U.S. dollar a boost on expectations that the Fed might take the first step towards monetary policy tightening sooner than later. Reader's Digest version, they'll stop pumping $84 billion a month into the economy. Quantitative easing is what's killing all of these currencies around the world. We just recently had the yen get involved. It looks like the ECB is going to have to be more involved, and the Bank of England has held off, which has allowed their currency to strengthen here recently. Now, knowing this in advance, knowing what's going to possibly take place is of huge significance if you're wanting to become a Forex trader or if you are participating by trading live in the Forex markets. This is why Wealth Creation Investing clients know exactly what to think, what to know, and what to do. So in closing, this is another huge week of news at the start of the month as the markets will decipher news events to plan out future trades. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a possible confluence of events that could drive markets outside of current ranges. Are you prepared? Do you know what those current ranges are in the currency pair that you're trading? Do you know what to do? Whether your currency pair strengthens or weakens, on what the next levels are, depending on your trading style. If you don't have the answers to all these questions, you absolutely positively need Wealth Creation Investing and Forex Joe. Is the market already pricing in an ECB rate cut, and therefore there is a risk the ECB could disappoint? Maybe, maybe not. Will FOMC meeting yield news of forthcoming cut in quantitative easing, or will the door remain open for the rest of 2013, pumping in more cash into 2014? Maybe, maybe not. How will the yen and yen crosses react? We've been riding those pairs from 79.50, 80. We've gotten as high as 99.80 area or 99.90 area. We've bounced all the way back down to 97. We're near 98. Will we retest near 100 in the US yen here this week? Maybe, maybe not. Will non-farm payroll rebound near 150K jobs or disappoint? Maybe or maybe not. These are the inquiring questions that people want to know. But no matter what happens at non-farm payroll on Friday morning, I will have a game plan, and it will be deciphered on what to do depending on what the markets and how they yield and how these reports come out. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for taking time to attend this video training webinar. Until next time, my name is Forex Joe, and may all the pips be with you. Godspeed.